Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lazy Cat Reactions. This is titled Severed Ties. T-I-E-S, not tie like Ty Borden. Amy keeps getting derailed as she tries to reunite with Georgie. Tim and Jack join forces for a charity event, and Ty questions his career prospects. So that last part kind of makes me wonder why he's gonna question his career prospects when he's going to school to be a vet, unless he's having second thoughts about being a vet. But we know he's going to do it. We know he'll be a vet. And it says that Amy keeps getting derailed as she tries to reunite with Georgie. So obviously she's going to try to have things with Georgie, you know, like go on some adventures or something. And so I like that Jack and Tim are going to be reuniting, you know, and working together again. And I do wonder with Lisa if we're going to see more of her or if she's still going to be kind of like a part-time person here, kind of like Peter, you know. It does make you wonder, of course, when they go ahead and work on these contracts, you know, what they do. I mean, I'm guessing that they negotiate, but it makes you wonder if they negotiate with the actors first or if they present it to the actors later. Because, you know, for Gabriel Hogan, it's like, did they negotiate with him, okay, you're going to be contracted for, say, 9 out of the 18 episodes? Because I've noticed Peter has missed a lot of family events. There was the one where he was there, where he and Lou had that fight. And I even commented about it, that I think that was back in season 6. I even commented about that we didn't see him in the final scene, yet he's supposed to be there. And I was kind of like, okay, obviously they didn't call the actor that day for filming. But it's kind of like, if he's supposed to be at this family event, you probably should have had a scene where he was there. You know, even if he doesn't say anything, he's still getting paid. But yeah, he's missed out on a lot of events. I mean, he wasn't there at the beginning of last season when Amy had her accident. And it's like, I get it if he's gone on this work thing and it's for his career, but at some point he's got to make the decision, career or family. He can always get another job. But Lou, Georgie, and Katie are important, very important. So maybe he should look at getting another job. It just, like I said, it's just interesting when they work out these contracts with these actors, how they negotiate to have them in recurring roles. Anyways, let's get started. I like the little mechanical bull. I'm gonna actually watch these opening credits because I want to see who else is in the cast, since apparently there's a couple more people, I think. So we have Graham, which I was kind of wondering about because 6 and 7, of course, she was in the opening credit, or in the opening when they list the cast, but she wasn't, of course, in these credits, so. But yet they haven't done that with Gabriel Hogan.
Tough to ride 2 horses with 1 butt. Huh? It's a saying, as in you're spreading yourself a bit thin. Well, we're just training a few more horses.
Pratt, that name sounds a bit familiar.
Trust me, it's hard to pull back on something you want to stake.
Really? I don't want the yellow one. Honey, it's yellow, and this plate is blue. Can you say blue?
She can say yellow, but not blue.
Amy had problems with your Y's and L's when you were little.
Yeah? How about colors? Or that the block is red.
We're happy.
Yes.
Maybe she's colorblind.
She just wants her munchkin to learn her colors.
So Ahmed gave her Gypsy, and now he's giving her a car. And you can tell Georgie wasn't happy about that. See, that's one thing that Lou mentioned to Amy in the last episode. She said that Amy hadn't really talked about Ahmed since she got back. And I'm thinking, really, I don't think she would. I mean, she might talk about the experience and everything, but given that she didn't have the same feelings for Ahmed, at least so she says, there really would be no reason to talk about him. So I would take that as a good sign. If she was constantly saying Ahmed, 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 that would be cause for concern. But the fact that she was home, she wanted to get back to work, she's obviously now fully back with Ty. You know, in the first episode of the season, we saw that she was kind of shying away from kissing, but then they were back to kissing last episode. So she's back into it. But still, I think that is a major sign that obviously she doesn't want to be with Ahmed. Because otherwise it would be Ahmed, 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 Ty, you're a dork, you know. But she's not doing that.
Did you call Ahmed?
Yes, of course. I had no idea that this was coming.
And what did he say?
He said it's for work.
That's a lot of fancy just to get from A to B.
Yeah.
Claire, but you know Ahmed, okay? He wants the best of everything. Let's go get lunch.
You gonna keep it?
I wonder
I know it's a bit over the top.
if Lou told Georgie.
Who gives gifts like this?
It's not a gift, it's for work.
It's a
Right. I must have mentioned that it was difficult sharing Grandpa's truck.
Amy, this is more than a work truck.
Amy was obviously trying to convince herself that it's a work truck and that there was nothing more than that. I mean, Ty made a valid point. He wasn't implying anything. I think obviously for him, maybe, yeah, it was a little odd. But I don't think he was quite at the point where he was implying that Ahmed might have, you know, had feelings for her. I don't think he was quite getting there yet. But of course, she just got so defensive about it. And I think she got defensive because she's trying to convince herself that it's just something for work when she knows it's not. You know, she knows it, you know. The kiss happened. She told Ahmed to back off. At least I hope she told Ahmed to back off. Excuse me. And so she knew kind of where he laid. So then he gives her Gypsy. And now he gives her this truck, and now he's trying to get her there to Belgium. Yeah, he's obviously trying to move in because he's doing all these things, of course, that aren't what a professional would do. Now, if it really was work-related, he would let her know some other way. Like, he wouldn't just have it show up there. And there would be a contract and paperwork, you know, like, and maybe there would be like a work credit card or something, you know, so she can use it for work, use the credit card, you know, and track everything back. Or, you know, this trip to Belgium could, you know, yeah, it could be work related. If it was that. I mean, there are ways to go about it to make it actually be business and not what he's trying to do.
Maybe we need to talk about this. His good luck charm? Like you're some kind of possession.
Just leave me alone, Lou.
Amy,
No.
you can't ignore this anymore, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He obviously has feelings for you, and you know what you need to do.
I'm not going, okay?
Of course you're not going, but you have to cut off ties with him altogether.
Yeah.
He was my biggest client, Lou.
Hey, this is the first donation I've had in a while. Call me anything you like.
Check out those buffalo. Calves are all doing well.
Bison.
So, how's the wolf?
Yeah, she is.
Until she fucks up.
Well, that's great, yeah. Yeah, a few friends at school that killed her with me. Well, next.
And the thing that gets me is Scott was, saying that I'm gonna fight for you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, shouldn't that have been something to talk about in negotiations? I mean, I know he said the guy wants to keep his staff. And I was like, well, if you were gonna go into this, shouldn't you have said, I only have 2 people and I want to keep them too. Let's see what we can work out. And if the guy wouldn't budge, maybe that's not the one he wants to do business with. Maybe he should be looking at someone else. At merging with someone else. Yeah? I know Scott is trying to fight for it and everything, but I'm just like, before the deal is done, that's probably something that you should negotiate with the guy before signing the contract and the ink is dry. Something that should have been discussed early is employees and seeing who you can keep. Because obviously he doesn't want to lose Ty, and he doesn't want to lose Cassandra. So, it just feels like... I like how, he said, you're really going to do that? And Ty says, you left me no option. And I'm like, it's pretty much true. Because if the guy doesn't budge, Ty's out of a job through no fault of his own. Unlike Jeremy. And he's got to think by himself. And if you are able to keep him around, maybe he will stay. He can always turn that guy down later. But that guy needs to get the grant first. Boo. Boo. Boo.
Right here. You're going to see how he gets that loop already in position. So that's good. Quick.
Wait, just still focused. I'm glad to see somebody who wants to win this as much as I do.
There's no way you want to lose the dad.
Jack. You're just going to be pissed.
What are you doing? Oh.
I haven't even had since
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we've got a wind outside.
right there.
Let's see. It'll be okay, Lou. I mean, the fact that you were still going to do it behind Peter's back is stupid, but it'll be okay. Giving gifts to my fiance.
Things and what you got left, right?
Let's take this trip back.
Way too much fun. Well, I don't like the next episode. It says, the prince returns and declares his love for Amy, shaking out their relationship. Because obviously Ty is going to find out. Now, I don't get why she didn't just say to Georgie, this is what happened. I mean, she explained that to Lou, and she said that she told him to back off and blah, blah, blah. Did she really? And if she did, why didn't she explain that to Georgie? And why didn't Lou tell Georgie? Since Georgie was the one who mentioned it to Lou, I know Amy wanted her to promise not to tell, but it was not to tell Ty about what happened. Why didn't Lou say, hey, I'm going to tell Georgie because Georgie blah, blah, blah. That would have eliminated that whole thing between them. Because Lou would have gone to Georgie and said, this is what happened. Or Amy would have said, okay, well, if Georgie knows, let me go talk to her. Instead, they had this whole long, dragged out thing. And it just got blown way out of proportion when it could have easily have been taken care of. And then it mentions for the next episode that they take Katie to a specialist, I guess because she's 4 and still doesn't know colors or anything. And it's like, well, if this was set today, I would be suggesting ABC Mouse because I've seen ads for that and that seems to be pretty cool for kids. But this was like 2013, so I think that was before ABC Mouse was around. But still, it's like, maybe you should enroll her in ABC Mouse. But, you know, Lou, like I said, is high maintenance. And it seems like she wants her kids to be high maintenance. And the other thing is she's talking about Katie with this preschool, trying to get her into like this really high-end preschool. And I'm thinking, what about Georgie? Does she go to public school? Why are you not trying to get her into like a private school? You know? I mean, maybe she does, but I think she goes to a public school. So why are you not trying to get her into a different school? Why just Katie? Is it just this high-end preschool and then she'll go to regular public school and get a public education? Or are you going to continue Katie on the path of like high-end private schools? Again, if you do that, what about Georgie? Why does Georgie not get that same consideration? So they need to realize, Jack and Tim need to realize that Dan Hartfield does that deliberately. He pushes people's buttons. It's what he does. And I think they will always kind of do things because they think one thing instead of just getting to the root of the problem. Like what I was saying when she mentioned about it's a lunch date, a business date. It's like, yeah, of course he left that part out because he knew it would rile you. But don't take him seriously. He's the boy who cried wolf. No? Stop believing him when he cries wolf. Alice hopped down apparently at some point. So I'm kind of disappointed she wasn't in this video. So I thank you for joining me for this reaction. Luckily I will be filming episode 4 tomorrow, so I won't have to wait too long to find out what happens between Amy and Ty and Ahmed. I'm hoping that that will be the last of Ahmed. Hopefully we will see him, since it says the prince returns. Hopefully we will see him and that will be it. But I like how when Georgie said Ty's gonna find out, you know, that made the decision for Amy. And that she picked up the phone, called Ahmed and said, I can't work for you anymore. I guess, I don't know, maybe she's hoping that by doing that, even if Ty does find out, maybe she figures it'll soften the blow. Because obviously if she was continuing to work for him and Ty finally found out, he could be like, hey, why did you not tell me and you're still working for him? But by not working for him, of course, it'll seem kind of like, yeah, I'm not interested. So that part was good. But obviously it doesn't seem like Ahmed is really going to let her go without a fight. These two, I cannot wait until after they are officially married. And we won't have this crap anymore. So thank you for joining me for this reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell to be alerted of future reacts. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you can, both at LazyCatReactions. Support me on Buy Me a Coffee if possible, and or follow me on Patreon. If I get some Patreon members, I will be able to start posting content and stuff over there. I might do some lives. About a year or so ago, I joined Twitch for a personal account, even though I really haven't been on it that much. And I am considering possibly changing that over into Lazy Cat. So, you know, it could be something kind of cool to do, to have a Twitch channel, a Twitch stream, in which we could, you know, talk live regarding Heartland or any of the other shows that I've reacted to, or any shows or movies coming up that I'm going to react to. So by the time this is posted, if that Twitch is not up and you are interested in seeing it, let me know in the comments. I'd like to find out more about that. Please, again, check out some of my other videos, my other Heartland reacts, and, you know, hopefully something else will wet your whistle, whether it's sci-fi, comedy, horror, drama, whatever. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye.